Yes, people, welcome back to another video, guys. And tonight I've got the lovely, the amazing Maisie.
Hi, hello again, everyone. Hello to you again, John. A lovely another Tuesday stream with you. Nothing better on a Tuesday night.
Absolutely. This should be a regular sort of thing, do you know what I mean? So I think that'd be amazing. And it's always an honor to come on. And you are absolutely amazing. Well, thank you very much for taking the time. And if you do like the video, do hit the like button, do subscribe as well. And also please follow Devils United on Mace's channel, whether you're a United fan or not. I've got some breaking news, by the way. And just from Sky, that Chris Wood, Burnley striker, is on his way up to the northeast to sign for Newcastle. There is a release clause for reported, wait for this, people, £20 million. Yeah, so he's got a medical tonight, apparently, and that'll be checked out, etc. And I'm sure there'll be updates during the night, or it could be in tomorrow. So breaking news: Chris Wood from Burnley is on his way up to northeast to sign for Newcastle United. 20 million release clause. So just go for the comments very quickly. Ashley, I'm going to talk about your team as well. Good win yesterday, and wasn't impressive. What it really got the win, but Villa had 2 goals disallowed.
Exactly. If you want me to be honest, we was extremely lucky with that win. I just feel like with that game, we wasn't the team what we should have been against Aston Villa. When you do look at both teams on paper, you think, right, we're the better team here. When you look at all the 11 individuals, we should be able to well and truly make sure that we have got the better of Aston Villa. First 20 minutes, we done very well. But after that, it just felt like Aston Villa completely dominated us. And if it wasn't for De Gea, if it wasn't for VAR and then disallowed goals, you do question to yourself, how many goals would they have scored? They could have been easily 4-1 by the end of the game. And there's several things what really bothered me. One, the passing of the team. It just felt like we can't pass 20 yards with each other. 2, it feels like when you are watching the game, it feels like the team doesn't trust each other. So you're seeing like Rashford, Greenwood were extremely greedy in the game. And I do question, if you pass that ball, you could have easily have got that in the net. But they didn't. They just thought, oh, let's just take the chance and let's just shoot instead. I think Greenwood is a much better shooter than Marcus Rashford, if you want me to be honest. But if he can see that, for instance, Cavani, or if he could see, for instance, Bruno, or even Shaw, like not Matt, pass the ball to them, give them the opportunity. But they didn't give them opportunities, and then that was another thing what really cost us the game, because we could have scored 2-3 more goals if that wasn't the case as well. And I do look at that and you think, this team is clearly not trusting each other. They think, I'd rather shoot than pass it to my teammate because we're not trusting one another. And I do wonder, but if we're going to play like this in the FA Cup, how are we going to do in the Premier League? How are we going to do in the Champions League? And how are we going to do when we get a much more difficult team in the FA Cup if we get through past Middlesbrough? Because we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get into Champions League football if we carry on how we are. We're not playing as a team, full stop. And this is a much bigger test than Ralph, what he probably initially thought it was.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus Rashford has been absolutely slated as well. I mean, look, the fans going on his back. I mean, Michael Greer, who's played for Sunderland, is the Manchester correspondent from Talk Sport. He was having a go as well, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Saying that I'm not a manager, but I see when you're not performing. Marcus Rashford's gone backwards for me. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he's finding elsewhere. And he needs to fix up very quickly, real quick. Otherwise, his Manchester United future is not going to last long next season.
I agree. A lot of people, the thing is, what I think is annoying a lot more people on social media, how people are still making excuses for Marcus Rashford. For me, I don't believe he has been fully on form for the past 2.5 years. He had 2 good seasons, and then after that, it just doesn't seem to be anywhere for me. People are saying it's because of injuries, but yes, he has had injuries, but he's had surgery since. He's been back in the game since, so I don't understand why he's still not on form. People are blaming the fact that he missed a penalty during the Euros, but then you look at other teams who's also played in players who's played in Euros. Phil Foden, Mason Mount. You look at Reece James as well. He went to the Euros. You see, for instance, as well, Raheem Sterling. As much as Raheem Sterling, he still isn't on the best of form for me. He's still not one of them who is highly criticised because he is still working as a team with his teammates. And you look at them kind of players and you think, well, why isn't that the same for them? Why are they not in this? Why are they not in bad form, just like Marcus Rashford is? And a lot of people are saying, are making the excuses, and I think that's just what making the situation a whole lot worse, that they're putting them excuses there for him. If they just hold their hands up and say, right, he had a poor game, they'd let him. I'd say fair enough, but it's not doing that. And then you see players, fans who are saying that was a good game as Marcus Rashford, and I was like, if that is a good game, I would like someone to tell me what is a poor game for Marcus Rashford, because I couldn't even recall 5 passes where he has done successful. I can't name more than 5. So if he can't pass a ball, if he can't shoot, I would really like to know what he is doing in these training sessions.
Don't look good, done it. It needs fixing up very, very quickly. Talk about your tactics and that later on while they're struggling to fit in. Got some comments, by the way, it's explored in a minute. It's made about Chris Wood and Patrick Schick and strikes we link with. How do you think? How much do you think Leverkusen's Patrick Schick's worth? He's the second highest scorer in the Bundesliga with 17 goals, which is just 3 behind Lewandowski. And if you were owners, who would you make an offer for Schick? Would you make an offer for Schick or look elsewhere? If so, who? For me personally, according to reports in Germany, Patrick Schick is happy in Germany and he doesn't cause any clubs any problems. And he's going to stay with Leverkusen. He made it quite clear he's going nowhere, in my opinion, sort of thing. But things can change. But you have to believe what Patrick's been saying. I've got, and if you want to become a member as well, people, do click on the join buttons at as low as 99p a month. So please consider become a member, and donation open as well. So if you want to make a donation, just fire away and what you want. So that'd be amazing. Thanks so much indeed. I've got Jesper as well. Even though allegedly Newcastle's made contact with Little prior to the window and there was a price agreed for Sven. However, now the window is open, they keep playing games. What would you do now? Jesper, I would say, let's be real here. They're just messing about here. I'll just say, look, the money's on, leaving the money on the table, right? You consider it, right? You got until the weekend. If we don't hear from you, forget it. Don't come to us, okay? So that's the final offer. £40 million plus add-ons. That is it. I'll come to Sven in a minute, man. Newcastle's quoted 50 mil for Leverkusen's Patrick Schick. As a one forward, it's getting more desperate. We're getting Chris Wood, by the way. And Newcastle turned Everton's 25-year-old English centre-half Mason Holgate as another defensive option. Would you take him, Jesper? No, I would not. He has got such an attitude, this kid. He loves getting involved when it's none of his business, and I do not want that for my club. So he's just an arrogant, two-faced player sort of thing. And you know what? I spoke to Everton fans, and they do not like him at all whatsoever. Spurs were considered offers to England midfielder Dean Ali and Republic defender Matt Doherty to leave during January. I wouldn't take Doherty personally, no way. Dele Alli I would. I'd take him on loan and come to that one in a minute. United discussed a move for Borussia Mönchengladbach's 25-year-old Swiss midfielder Dennis Zakaria this month, but a bid is yet to be made. That's from Ben. Have you heard of this one, Dennis Zakaria?
No, not heard anything at all. Not heard hardly anything in terms of Manchester United's transfer updates. The latest I've heard is Ruben Neves. But apart from that, there's other rumours suggesting that Manchester United are even looking at buying anybody in this window. And when you do look at that, you do question of why you're not buying anybody in this window, knowing how we currently are as a club, how we're not doing that well as a club at the moment. You are going to need to strengthen somewhere, and we need to at least strengthen in that midfield. I would say there's several areas we need to concentrate on. I'd say we need another centre-back for one, just because we have got a bit of a centre-back issue in terms of the injuries. The only fully fit centre-back at the moment is Varane, because Lindelof has picked up another knock. Phil Jones is injured. Harry Maguire's injured. Menga's on loan. Turan Zabi's on loan. We've literally only got Varane left as a fully fit centre-back. I say we need another right-back as well, because I actually don't believe both Dalot and Wan-Bissaka is first-team quality for me, and I would personally go with another right-back also, as well as I'd even suggest buying 2 midfielders. I would even suggest buying a CDM and a central midfielder.
Yeah, you do need a world-class CDM 100%. You need that for sort of thing. I mean, McTominay would be fine, no problems at all. Fred is getting better, but he need an elite CDM. You can get an elite CDM coming in. I think it'd be fantastic sort of thing. And Kessie would be good for your team as well. I've got Ginger as well. He's a regular. What's the F? These orders are shite talk about Ashley signing. Get ready for the Eddie Howe relegation. Next will be Solanke. Shite man. Oh, come on, Ginger man. Howie. He's only been here, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just see how it goes this season. It's not going to be a long-term signing, Chris Wood, let's be real. But at the end of the day, if you stay up, then you go for like maybe an elite striker in the summer. You never know. Could be Patrick Sheik sort of thing, yeah? But you need someone's going to play in the Premier League. He's got Premier League experience, yeah? You can't get a player like Sheik at this moment in time. No disrespect to Patrick, but listen, at the end of the day, it's going to be pressure on him. After there's a young lad called Ekitike as well from Star Reims as well yesterday. 30 million quid. That's with the add-ons as well. You can't pin your hopes on a 19-year-old lad who's going to keep us up. Do you know what I mean? You just cannot.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly, I think it's too much, and I think when you are looking them kind of players, it's best looking when you're actually maybe aiming for Europa League, for the European spots. Because I think right now, if I was in Newcastle's shoes, I'd look at getting players who are actually Premier League proven. Just the best Premier League. Say, go look at the table. Look at the first half of the table and think, right, these get these on loan for the top half. Second half of the table, we'll snatch all these best players and we'll buy them. You know what? If I was Newcastle, I would rather have gone with Sarr than Chris Wood, to be honest.
Is that for Watford, yeah?
From Watford.
Yeah, definitely. I would have took him as well, personally. Sort of, he's out injured at the minute and he's not being put for AFCON as well. So, unfortunately, he's out injured. And I tell you what, I'd take him. If not, I'd take him in the summer as well, because we definitely need a right side midfield, in my opinion. I mean, Jake Murphy could be on his way. I don't think he'll be there long term. I'm fierce probably shift to the left-hand side. ASM needs to fix up very, very quick. Otherwise, he could be gone as well. And talking of ASM quickly, right, in my opinion, I'm going to say something about ASM, right? He hasn't been playing well, right? That's number one. Number two, people start calling him out. I'm not. It's constructive criticism, right? Listen to the rumor yesterday on Paul's channel 2 review, right? We all said that he's got to buck up his fix up very, very quickly, because at the minute, his ball control is poor. The final ball's hopeless. It's a bit like Adama Traore as well, similar to him. And here's the question for you: how many clubs are after ASM in this win at the minute? 0. Do you know why? Because he has been playing well. It's as simple as that. I'm not having a go at ASM. I want him to be the best player in the history of Newcastle. But at the minute, he needs to fix up. And if people think I'm going to go at him, I'm sorry, but I'm just calling it out and just see it out like it is. So that's not having a go, but he needs to up his game. If he doesn't, then he could be in serious trouble in my book. So Woodstow scored 3 times in 17 starts this season. We're in the crap. Yeah, well, he might have better players.
You know what? I'm shocked though of how so many clubs actually want to go for Adama Traore. Like, I'm seeing links with quite a few different teams for Adama Traore, and I do look at it and think, why do you want Adama Traore? We had Daniel James, and in over 100 less appearances than Adama Traore, he has scored 6 more goals, and that just shows the kind of player that Adama Traore is. He's got pace, but he hasn't got anything else. If he done 14 crosses in a game, one of them, maybe even 2 of them, will be guaranteed successful. The rest wouldn't be. So I don't even know what the big hype about buying him is, apart from the pace. Because apart from that, I wouldn't even take him one bit.
No, I wouldn't either. Let's be real. I mean, I have to agree with you there. I mean, that's all he's got is pace. He has got a final ball. And it's like an Olympic sprinter sort of thing. Usain Bolt in the cut. Do you know what I mean? Usain Bolt in the cut. That is it. Yeah, he has got a final ball for me. But there you go. You love that one, didn't you? Usain Bolt in the cut. In the cut. It's a madness. It's a madness, man. So, and I'll tell you, if I bought Traore, right, and he didn't fix up, it'd be a refund sentence, by the way. Let's be real. We got Niall as well. Big up to you, Niall. Ian John, yes, I hope you're all well. We are here for you, John. Thanks so much. Love you, Niall. You're my guy. You came on Saturday for a bit, and during the Newcastle Cambridge game, I'll comment that one later on as well. You support your mates. You're a good person. Ignore the bullying and trolls, buddy. Thanks very much indeed. I hope it's hard I know it's hard or in there, but support you, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Now I'll do the same to you, my guy. And I'm at Majestics. Well, how are you all doing? Hope you're canny. 20 minutes a lot for Ward for 33-year-old, but we definitely score goals and we can burn these. Could be great. They need a strike in for Saturday, big time against Watford. Otherwise, we'll be struggling. You can't go in the game against Watford without a striker, real talk, yeah? And Woods will be better than none, I suppose. Ad is not getting served very well. Fair enough. Even John BSC and give it to Paul, fan of the striker. Hopefully he does a job for us. I'm going to back this guy. I'm really going to back him because at the end of the day, you have to back him. In the situation we're in, we got to back this guy, you know, and Ginger as well. Christopher Figgles, our season. Wow. Buckside and Wood versus Club. Well, let's hope it be proved wrong. And I agree, Wood would do well if you give the service a chance. I mean, ASN can cross the ball. If he's got a final product, Ryan Fierce definitely cross the ball. Jacob Murphy, for me, I think he's the best crosser of the club. Kieran Trippier can cross the ball as well. And I'll tell you what, Wood gets at the end of them and banging about, say, 10 goals, that'll keep us up. I'll be real with that. That'll keep us up. I thought as quick as can, we're going to go back to our team. And if I just find this quickly, wouldn't Ekitiki would be too bad. Wouldn't be too bad. This is, to be fair, one for improving, another young with potential. If we do get Ekitiki, I think you're going to end up sending back out on loan. That's the thing. And then they come in for next season. We do need someone else who get Wood through. That's exactly what's going to happen, my guy. So that would they let Wood go to a rival, no backup. That's some Shearer. I thought Burn's getting 20 million. They're going to find someone in very, very quick. I'm a mod. You are now, Tony. Quite a few hours as well. Indeed, Ekitiki is meant to be a very promising player. Next on we are here. John, I never heard of this guy. I never heard of this guy until yesterday. Let's be real.
Where's he from?
He's from Stade Reims. It's a French Ligue 1 club.
Okay.
So I've never heard of this guy. And people on social media, right? I'm looking at it, right, yesterday, saying, go and get him, go and get him, go and get him. He looks decent, yeah? But let's be real, right? They never heard of this guy. They never heard of him, yeah? With no substance, yeah? People check on YouTube, check him out, yeah? You got to look at the whole package, do you know what I mean? So, you know, just, I don't see him.
Same with a lot of fans I know, like with Alvarez. A lot of people didn't know Alvarez 1 minute, and the next day they knew even what he's had for dinner for the past 21 years. So
yeah, man, exactly. It's the dick. It's a madness. Yeah, I mean, it's like me. He signed Emil Kraft. I can remember a couple of years ago he signed Emil Kraft. Right, we signed Emil. Right, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he's the Swedish Cafu, the Krafu." Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I watched this guy for a couple of years for Bologna. Because I love Italian football, and this guy is just bang average. These people need to stop gassing these players, you know, bang average players, man. You know what I mean? And it's proved to be crap anyway, and I was proved right again. I call out these people. Oh my God. He has a release clause, they can't stop it. And thinking about it, it's good business just to damage Burnley. Wow. And no problem to Tony. And we just need to get crosses in the box. So we don't get sussed out, sort of thing. In Newcastle, I've had to read his release clause. Now Burnley can do the stop, and that's very true. Yeah, but reports are there. There's a big gap. What we have offered and what they rate striker right now. That is Ekiteki, by the way. Do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Also follow Devils United on Macy's channel. And please join us as a member. I've got 25 people as a member at this moment in time. So big up to my guys. Thank you very much indeed. I've got Blakey. Desperately near a striker, so it makes sense. Weak is one of the rivals. So good business, in my opinion. And it's a small change to us now. He's got to do the business first. And John, question for Macy, and that's to Niall. Ask her if she saw the rumours regarding Dean Henderson being linked to Newcastle, plus a couple of United players.
I haven't seen Dean Henderson linked to Newcastle. The only links I have seen for Dean Henderson is a loan deal to Ajax, but I haven't heard anything since in regards to that. So I don't believe Dean Henderson would be leaving to go to Newcastle. But I have read other links, Martial being one, but knowing that Chris Wood is about to be signing for Newcastle, I can't see Martial going to there. Another link who I have seen is Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard has actually been linked to numerous of different teams at the moment, linked to Newcastle, linked to West Ham, and also linked to Tottenham at the moment. And I think Tottenham is looking at buying Jesse Lingard if Dele Alli leaves Tottenham as a Dele Alli replacement. So I think that's when Tottenham may potentially go for him, but I think most likely he will probably go to West Ham. So out of the ones I have seen linked to Newcastle, I can't see any of them really going to Newcastle, to be honest.
Well, we definitely need a goalkeeper because Dubravka needs to be challenged. I mean, I love Dubravka a lot, but he has not been the same goalkeeper. He made a mistake against Cambridge United, really dropped the clanger, which led to the goal and cost us the game. Out we go, right? He done against United in the end. Then it came off where the ball was cut back and the Stars decided to leave the ball running. He just got in the nick of time. And not only that, he cost us a goal against Norwich. I know people say, oh, it's not his fault, but it was. He could have caught that ball and he didn't. Then 5 seconds later, Norwich scored an equalising goal. But I don't know what's wrong with Martin this season, in my opinion. But the bottom line is he needs to fix up very, very quick. Otherwise, we're going to get a goalkeeper, a top quality goalkeeper, and it's going to have to be challenged. Simple as that. So I just say, just checking if I'm still blocked. You're not, mate. Do you know what it was? I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button because there's a scan one sort of thing, which I pressed on. I do apologise, Chess. Welcome back, my guy. And Chris Wood's not a bad signing at the minute. That's Matthew. But yeah, you can see, I can see your comments, my guy. Big ups, John and me. I hope you both well. I'm fine, man. Absolutely great. Amazing. Thanks, Blakey. I just hear everyone saying, Mason, John, hello, and thanks for making me a mod, John. That's no problems at all, Tony. Billy as well, and Level 7 Dave as well. Anyone else want to be a mod, then let me know. That'd be fantastic. Go back to that one. Just going to fight this very, very quick. Now, you're good, Jez, and that's from Tony B. Go, Tony. Hi, Julie. Hope you're okay. Julie's from Birmingham. She's a massive Newcastle fan. I saw her in Newcastle, and she's teeny, but she's absolutely amazing. Excuse me. And 20 million, that must be some release clause. It certainly is. For a 33-year-old, 20 million quid. That's the going rate now. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo costs 22 million, didn't he?
Yeah, but when you look at it, we got Edison Cavani on a free. So you do look at things like that, and I think 20 million, I can see the pros and the cons in regards to it, because when you do look at buying Chris Wood, yes, he's Premier League proven. He's going to weaken Burnley because he's the only person that Burnley can rely on to score goals. If he isn't performing, they won't score any goals. So I can understand people's in respect of, yes, we're going to weaken Burnley, it's going to strengthen us. But under the same breath, I do look at and think 33 years old, for 20 million. I think when you do look at his age, he'll probably only sign a 1 year 2 deal. He won't sign that much longer of a deal at Newcastle. And can you imagine somebody else going for Chris Wood in that year or two for 20 million or more? You're probably just going to be losing that later on once you do buy him.
Yeah, this is the thing. They're probably thinking 20 million is chicken feed for these new owners sort of thing, but the bottom line is, listen, we definitely struggle. He's vastly experienced, man. He has played in the Premier League for a long time. And this is the thing. I think he'll do bits. I really think he'll do bits. I agree with you there. And I don't think we're going to get much money back for this guy. But Burnley might go and get someone for 15 to 20 million quid, send it forward, and he might hit it off straight away. Could you imagine Burnley did bought a replacement? They keep themselves up. We get relegated. We got to play Burnley away at the last game of the season, by the way. So that'd be very interesting. So I got Nick. Good evening to you, Nick. Hope you're okay, mate. Do subscribe to my channel. It's John Sinclair. That'd be amazing if you did that. And welcome to your aboard. And hi, Julie. I got hi, John. And good, thank you. I'm absolutely canny sort of thing. And how do you feel about Chris Wood? John King, all good. Nice side, me. It will be Bella. Oh, that's from John King, not me. Sorry. Just go for this very, very quickly. Going to talk about our team. Just go 5 foot. Proud dear, everyone's there. Got now again. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and also subscribe to Maisie on Devils United. She's spilling those football and Maisie facts. Everyone's chatting in the chat, by the way. That's from Julie B and Biting Tark. Ding dong. The bell sound for round 1. Wow. Chris Wood over Gil all dear. That's a Matthew. You want to become a member, please hit the join buttons, only 99p. Please help us do the sort of thing. If I get 100, you'll be entering the competition, doing some candy prizes. That's includes you as well, mate. You've already done it anyway, so you're probably in United shirts. If you do, just go fly this very quickly. And also, don't think that we solely rely on Wood for goals to the end of the season. We've got to get another striker in anyway. Rashford's a great player. He needs confidence, boost, maybe he's a new team, and more service for Marcus. Do you think that's true? Do you think he needs a new team?
I don't even think he needs a confidence boost in a way, because when you do look at it, Marcus Rashford, he came into the team very, very young. He came in when he was 18. He came in through injuries because we was lacking in that striker role, and he done absolutely brilliant. Like, he relegated Aston Villa for one because of his scores. He goal Manchester City, scored 2 goals in his debut. So when you look at that kind of history, and then he's won the Europa League for Manchester United as well, you think, why he doesn't particularly need that confidence boost. I used to think, yes, he needs a confidence boost, but when I look at it now, I think, what can we really do for Marcus Rashford at this point? And I do think maybe the sports psychologist who we brought in, maybe he might be the best thing for the job now for Marcus Rashford. See what they can do, digging that little bit deeper to see why Marcus Rashford isn't simply performing on the pitch, because it's not as though it's the one off game or two. It's happening every single game for the past couple of years. So we need to investigate this further. So I really can't see his confidence issues when it's happened for 2.5 years now.
That's the thing. I mean, I don't know where he plays. He can play wide and play up front. I think he needs to speak to Raf, sit down and speak to him, so find out what's going on. According to the press, today I heard that Raf come out and say that Marcus is absolutely fine. These people tells you what you want to hear, but it's not facts. Do you know what I mean? We know what's going on with this guy. He's not happy. He doesn't look right. Just tell the truth. If you speak the truth, come out and speak the truth, then people will leave you alone. But if you don't speak the truth, then there's going to be people going on social media saying, I heard it all before, so we need the truth, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to get found out.
You look at, like, for instance, the game just yesterday alone, his head was down like this. It was down when he was, like, performing. And you literally think that the way he was acting, his body language on the pitch, that we've already lost the game. But we still had that advantage. And when he sat down on the bench, he was sulking. I even agree the same with Bruno Fernandez. I do love Bruno Fernandez. He's one of my favourite players at Manchester United. But even he's not performing. He done such a couple of good games at the start of the season, and he stopped performing. And I think, is it because he's being used widely when he's an attacking midfield and he's better at the number 10 role? Or is it simply the fact that he's very fatigued? Because in a calendar year, he's played 72 games, and that was the most a player has played in a calendar year last year. So when you look at that, I think, is he very fatigued? But then I think even he looks like he's a bit sulky as well. So I even question of what's going on with Bruno Fernandez also.
Yeah, I watched Bruno Fernandez' career. He used to be at Navarra in Serie A, and then he played for Udinese 3 seasons and season Sampdoria. Excuse me. And he's a quality, technical, brilliant player. But what I've seen from him this season and past the last season, he goes hiding, especially in big games, right? Yes. And in my opinion, if I was a United fan and they offer something like 70 to 80 million pounds for this guy, I'd get rid. And get someone.
I wouldn't want to get rid of him. There'd be players who I'd get rid of before Bruno Fernandez.
So you wouldn't get rid of him?
No, not at the moment, because I do look at it and I think when he doesn't play, the game is a lot more different. It just feels like there's no energy at all when there's no Bruno Fernandez. Because when he played, what game was it now? It was the last Premier League game that we would play. Bruno Fernandez came on as a substitute. The difference was, when he came on, he brought life onto the pitch. And I think he is the only midfielder who is the best in terms of creative. And I think when we don't have him, it's very, very starved even more the attack. So I wouldn't sell him right now.
Fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, sort of thing, like, he needs to fix up as well. I mean, he's a joy to watch when he plays. It's a joy to watch from my book. And I've got Crime Bot looks like Woods on his way. Please subscribe to my channel, Crime Mate, and fingers crossed, probably give him a 2.5-year contract or something like that sort of thing. So we'll see. Rashford has not got football in his mind. Too many outside distractions, same as ASM. I'll come to ASM later on, mate. I really do. And everyone's chatting again. I've got Robert Hall, even to my guy. Hope you're okay. Any questions for Macy, do fire away. She'd be happy to answer the question. Is Wood officially to us or just rumours? Foxy is having a medical, mate. He's on his way to North East and he's having a medical. So they met the release clause of £20 million flush. And emphasize the people. And honestly, Newcastle tonight for a medical. That's Foxy. Yeah, that's been confirmed. And just got to fly with us very quickly. It's Thursday. We need him in now. And you see, you can have Lascelles and Clark. Would you take Lascelles and Clark?
No.
No. Hey! To say 2 for the price of 1, eh?
Here's the question. Would you have Phil Jones and would you have Scott McTominay?
This is gonna shock you. I'd probably take McTominay when he's on it. I probably would. He might just about improve our midfield. I'm not gonna shock you there, but I probably would take him away. I think he's gonna get better, this kid. I really do. I think it'd be Harry's, but you want rid of McTominay.
I don't particularly rate McTominay, to be honest. I just think he's quite stiff. And he just doesn't seem to be Manchester United quality at the moment. So I personally he's a bench player for me, he's a squad player, he's not a starting 11 player. And I think if we did get another midfielder, he would definitely be one of the first to be dropped.
Yeah, fair enough, right? I mean, I know he has his good days, he has his poor days sort of thing as well, but there's some steps up for your team sort of thing, but I can't see it leaving anytime soon. I really can't.
No,
but
I can't.
I can't see it. I got Reese as well. Reese. So funny. Newcastle are going to find Chris. Burnley fans, if you're watching me chat, tell us, would you be happy selling Chris Wood? And Turf Morehouse as well. If he's on me chat as well, is he happy? Sort of thing. Let us know. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, John Shaw, John Mearseed. We got you, my guy. I just got to find us as well. I see a ginger comment like that. Okay, cool. And Kessie to United will make my shame is too ambitious. I've got a funny feeling he's going to sign a new contract in Milan. I've got a funny feeling as well, and he'd be absolutely he'd be brilliant for Milan. Sort of, he's the hub in the CDM in a 4-2-3-1 after Stefano Pioli as well, and he'd be delighted that you can keep him on. And he's made for Milan that player anyway. They thought they would get him a Mbappe, end up with Chris Wood. God, please disguise my channel, man. And like, subscribe, guys, and Tony B. And there's Sabotage and Burnley. And watch Newcastle in FA Cup. Your defence for the goal was shocking. It was shocking, Robert. You're right, mate. Absolutely shocking. The Brackers to hit to that as well. So, yeah, everyone's saying. I've got my guy, Paul, on the hoose, by the way. Listen, Paul has got his channel called The Team Review, right? Do subscribe to his channel. His channel is absolutely amazing. It's well into 7K. He tells it like it is. And he's an absolute legend, and I love this guy as well. Do you know what I mean? He's like, bro, he's my bro to me. He's like my brother. You know what I mean? So, and I got to read him. Connor, don't be daft. No one thought we'd get Mbappe, for God's sake. You're getting players now to keep us up, then build. Don't upset him, Connor. Do not upset him yet. Glad you're on the same page. And I've got a flyer as well. That's quick sign. Words available. Good business, food up door, not fancy signing. We need people that we sign now. Well done for a steady enough player. That's a Johnny Ola. And Burnley must have had to strike a line up. If they're letting Woods go, I'm sure they will. John, are you happy with Chris Woods? I know you were linked with the striker for Lille. Striker for Lille? No, defender for Lille. I can't remember the name, Sven Botman. Mate, I saw on Sky Sports News this morning. I'm sure you know the player. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. The guy from Stan Reigns, Ekitiki, that's the name. Hi to Jules, hope you're okay, mate. And do subscribe to Devils United too. Sarr will cost us 50 million at least. Still pay it. I think he's a decent lad. Connor, sincerely, just glad that this is not the right signing. He's off to Madrid anyway.
Yeah, he is definitely off for Madrid, in my opinion, because he doesn't even want to be at PSG. And what I think is extremely stupid, how PSG wanted his contract to run down, but they could have got 200 million off Real Madrid, even though he was on his final year of his contract. And how they was willing to get rid of 200 million just to let him go on a free is absolutely mad. Because the only reason why I actually think Mbappe wanted to leave is because he's not the front man now. Because Mbappe is one of them who likes to be that front man, and he's not the front man at PSG anymore. Is Messi? Because if people are wanting to get a PSG shirt. They'll go with a Messi shirt before they'll go with an Mbappe shirt now. If you was going to go in the squad, Portugal will drop Mbappe before we drop Messi. He's not that front man anymore. He's not the star man anymore, and I don't think he likes that. And I think if he goes to Real Madrid, he will be the star man there, and he'll take over Benzema. So I think that's why he wants to go more than anything.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think as well, if they sold him like last year's contract, I think they got to pay Monaco a percentage, haven't they, or something? They got to pay. I'm sure they got to pay Monaco a percentage because they had them a season on loan. Then they paid the money, and then I'm pretty sure they got to pay Monaco some money back as well. I don't know if I'm right, so I don't confirm that. But PSG were losing all that money anyway. Not good. And Bruno Fernandez are losing him. They've activated the release clause. And everyone said, I'm scared of Chris Wood's shithouse 3-1-0 versus Watford. That's immediate. He's a Watford fan, by the way. He is absolutely scared now. He's just a stopgap for now. That's from Tony. We have an injury crisis. I think we also get another striker as well. We need to. I mean, you needed 2 strikers in before Callum Wilson got injured. Let's be real. And I'll just that as well. Chat as well. Ian and folks to you. Jake, hope you're okay. What's Jake? What are you there, mate? What is your take on Chris Wood when he had at Leeds United? Let us know. No, it's not Jonathan. No, it's not Jonathan David. It's some random striker from the French league. I can't remember his name. I saw it this morning. That name is going to be Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike. Never heard of the guy before. Do you think it's easy to get players in for a league position? No, it's not, especially in January. It's quite honestly, players can adapt with different managers that can thrive. And Woody's coming via me. That's and Tony B. Got to follow this very quickly. Got to talk about a bit about your team as well. Got to follow this very quickly. Do please join as a member for 99p. If you click on the join sign as well. I got my guy Ryan from Canada. Wood as a proven Premier League goal scorer with 10 plus each season. We do with him scoring 10 each this season. Now, mate, that's what we need. John, Tony, Jules. Would love for us to go for Cornet in the summer. I think he's decent. I like Cornet. Do you watch Cornet play? Max Cornet?
Yeah, I have seen him play. He's a very good player, and I think he would be very good for Newcastle to sign, to be honest. And I think he could definitely make a difference for these last couple of months of the Premier League, because you do need these players now who are going to be game changers, who can fit straight into the team. Because if I was Newcastle, I would be a little bit more anxious to sign a player from abroad, just because you know that they can take a while to adapt some players. So I'd be absolutely worried, and I'd be looking more at Premier League Championship players.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking that Diaz as well for Blackburn Rovers, but I can't see him going anywhere now. Not where Blackburn's going so well at the minute. They came through the radar, hadn't they? Their scores are so vital if they are to keep themselves up, sort of thing as well. And your trials at ASM2, YouTube highlight players. Do you agree with that?
YouTube highlight players. If I went to watch Traore's highlights, all I could probably see is him sprinting, and that's about it. I won't probably see anything else.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, sort of thing. Absolutely incredible, man. I'll tell you what it is, right? People check on YouTube, they just check for the goals and that sort of in the skill. You got to look at the whole thing, do you know what I mean? Not just for the scores and that, do you know what I mean? I want to see, does he track back? Does he hold the ball up well? Does he tackle? Does he work for the team? You got to work it out, sort of thing, you know? Simple as that. It's Ekitike. That's the one John couldn't remember on my earlier comment. Yeah, that's a struggling. Can you remember me being a Sky Sports reporter? I'll be brilliant. A good thing.
Oh, you would be.
Oh, so are you. You'd be first, though. And but I'm scared of Chris Wood. That's me, as a Watford fan, because he'll do a 95th minute shouting on us. Well, we'll see. We know Wood is better than anyone, and he's okay, but a big step down from the standard set by signing Trippier. He has one great season in Championship, but was getting loads of stick before that. Bang on, he's average sort of thing. I'll go judge him when he plays in Newcastle, by the way. And choosing was ASM. He's way less far product, which says a lot, really. And he's raised, what, 50 million quid? Oh, good luck. I tell you what, I was a Wolves fan, and he offers 15 million quid. I'd take the 50 million quid. I'd say thanks very much.
I agree. I'd be there that same if I was Wolves. I haven't even seen anything about Wolves in terms of transfers in and transfers out. To be honest, I haven't heard anything at all. Wolves have been extremely quiet. The only thing I've heard is about Traore, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I'll be disappointed if I always get Traore for Newcastle United in the future. I'll be disappointed. I really would be disappointed because it's not what we need. Let's be real. I'm happy with Fraser. I'd rather keep Jacob Mervyn than take on Traore, to be fair. But you're right. I see exactly what I mean. It may be that their style of play has changed. The corner now being in the team, Wood can finish. That's the main thing, and he's a good finisher. That's in crime, but just gonna fly for this as well. If Wood proves me wrong, I'll back him. We've got to back him now because he's gonna be here. I'd love to have a word with ASM. He needs a kick in the ass. I had my say on him earlier on. And Tony B, yeah, there's a player that looks world class on Match of the Day, but when you watch them live, you realise their deficiencies. Yeah, that's totally good. Tony gets me cut. He gets me cut. And going back to Traore, I say it again, it's just Olympic sprinter is Usain Bolt in the cut. That's what he is. And and yeah, me and Luca went on stream on Saturday to give you support because of glad was doing the K&A, mate. Thank you so much now, and I really appreciate that as well. If ASM put in 100% every day, then he could become a world-class player, but his mentality and work rate is just not good enough. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much. Rather fans hate ASM and enjoy him more than the fan base. That is the thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be funny, yeah, but we know ASM close enough, yeah, and we know what he's like. But sometimes, it can be over elaborated. Sometimes he just doesn't think, he doesn't pass the ball. That's frustrating. And if you're playing around him, you're waiting for that ball to get the cross in. How would Chris Wood feel if he doesn't get the service? It'd be hacked off. I can tell that for note. So, good point, Ryan. I rate ASM. Traore is shite. Cool. Good evening to you, Jake. Okay, do subscribe to your channel, my guy. A little unsure about Chris Wood. Even looking at his stats, they are very similar to Wilson's. Just doesn't look as pretty. We'll back the lad if he comes through. Yeah, you have to now. He's here because at the end of the day, you can't be going wrong. Anyway, from link to Aubameyang and Martial to signing Chris Wood, bong as. Wow. Just needs anyone here. Ekatike for the future, John. Not for now, from what I've read. Yeah, the thing is, though, we can send him back on loan. If we get him, we can send the kid back on loan anyway, and then he gets more experience. 83 people watching live, by the way. Do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'm not allowed to say now, I want 100 likes now. I'm not allowed to say that anymore because I got wrong off Paul sort of thing. I know it's when we watch along, about 5% ago. Come on, I want 100 likes, people. Let's roll. That's how we work. They'll come. It'll definitely come. You don't need to say that. It'll come. Cafu. Similar to Cafu. You're the Cafu, the Brazilian. Cafu.
Yeah.
He was the best. He was the best right back in the world for me. And I'll tell you what, I'll take a 40-yard Cafu rather than this guy anyway, all day long.
He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, especially in his prime. He was absolutely amazing. And I just imagine if he came in his prime in the Premier League, how well he'd do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if he came to the Premier League back then I'll tell you what, we would have got him. Even at 35, 36, he'll still do bits. He'll still be brilliant, though, Macy. He would have been fantastic. He would have taught the youngins how to play the game. And I'll tell you what, it's just so exciting to watch. And it's right for the crosses. It's amazing. It really is. I've got Anders as well. Good evening to Anders. Do subscribe, my guy. Chris Wood is a good sign. If true, he is much better than Gale. Oh, there you go. It's a split decision on Chris Wood. £20 million. If I was a Burnley fan, I'd take it all day long. Thank you very much indeed. This shows me that how this is Fox's comment, right? And what you have your take on this as well. This shows me that how can't attract top players to the club. All the players he has some type of relationship with. What's your take on that? I mean, I don't know if you watched this on Saturday. I had Del Boy and Luca come on and said that Eddie Howe isn't the right man for Newcastle United. I mean, Del Boy Gunner, he's a great guy. He said that we're the richest club in the world and we should be getting an elite manager sort of thing, right? Do you think they're right?
I think at this moment in time, At this moment in time, I don't believe that any elite manager would be truly attracted to a relegation zone team at this moment in time. And when you look as a player's point of view to think, right, we're at a risk of going into a lower league here, I don't want to come. So I think this is what the thing is. And Eddie Howe, you know that he's got experience in the Premier League. You know he's got experience in the Championship. And I think he is that kind of man who can build teams up. And I think right now, I think he'll be doing quite well in terms of building up Newcastle into a European type of team. And if he is able to do that, then yes, then go for an elite manager. And then you can go for more elite players. At this moment in time, get players who you know can do the job, who you know will put their 100% effort in, and what them who you know will be able to help you pass relegation. Look at the elite managers, look at the elite players later on. But for now, concentrate on getting a manager who can build a team and players who can build a team.
Yeah, I could not have agreed with any better there, sort of thing. I had someone the other day saying that if Rafa Benitez was 19th in Newcastle, would the players still come? And a lot of people told us, yes, they would still come. Because you know why? Because Rafa Benitez is an elite manager. That is the thing. Now we've got Eddie Howling. I'm backing this guy all the way through, which I think is the right thing. And most of these foreign players never heard of this guy. Do you know what I mean? And that is the problem. So, again, let's see what happens at the end of the season. And then we go from there. We are 19th in the league. We can't expect how to attract any top players. And he's correct there. And just talking about Weaken Burnley's team, need more than one promising striker. Yeah, Henderson will be another good keeper for us, like the Kim's keeper who played outstanding against us. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll talk about the FA Cup as well. I mean, our embarrassment as well. I hope we sign another striker within the next week in time for the Leeds game. That's what we need. Probably a defender as well. Coutinho touching down in Birmingham. Mad time to live in. He's going to Villa, isn't he? Wow.
Yeah, that was actually such a good move for Aston Villa. And what I'm not a fan of Coutinho in general, but the thing is, I rate what he's done. The thing what I rate about him is that he actually took a pay cut to be at Aston Villa, and he had teams like Spurs, Liverpool. I know Hughes was linked to him as well. And the fact that he said, I don't want to go back to Liverpool. I don't want to go to Tottenham. I don't want to go to any of these clubs. I want to go to Aston Villa because I want to be with Steven Gerrard. And that just says a lot about the player he is. It shows that he's not playing for the money. He is playing because he wants to be with Steven Gerrard. And that is something what I really rate. And when you see a player who is playing because he wants to be a good player for his manager, that just makes me rate the player more than what I initially have.
Well said, well said. I mean, the thing is, though, Steven Gerrard's a big name, right? And not only that, and he can attract the players to come. I mean, if I was a Villa fan, I'd be over the flipping moon by now. Do you know what I mean? I had someone said the other day that we should have got Stevie G as early as possible, but he didn't want to come to us because I don't know what's going on, but he didn't want to come to fight relegation. But it is what it is. We got Eddie Howe. I'm happy with Eddie. And I got signed.
I'm really shocked though how Gerrard hasn't really gone for Rangers' best players as well. Because if I was Steven Gerrard, I would have picked his best players at Rangers and took them to Aston Villa. Because I know people are saying the Scottish Premier League is different to the Premier League itself, but I'm sure that it would have been quicker for them to adapt to the Premier League than play from, I would say, the French league, the Spanish league, the Dutch league. I think they would have had that. It would have been a little bit easier than adapting from a completely different country altogether. Especially knowing that they've had Steven Gerrard beforehand, so they'd know his kind of style of play, his kind of tactics already. So all they would need to do is blend in with the league, blend in with the other players around them.
Yeah. Totally agree. I mean, I think you're going to Liverpool in a couple of years' time anyway. So, and I'll tell you what, he'll probably win them a title as well. You just watch. He's 33. He's 33. I said he's 33 at the beginning, mate. So, I love you, Paul, but I don't think you got that far, mate. Sorry. 5 goals could be enough. That's from Rafi. Sorry, fans missed your message. Chris is 30. He's not. He's 33, Sean. 33 years old. And John, how can you mention Woods and Ronaldo in the same sentence? You're about transfers, man. Transfers, yeah? They both cost 20 million.
Jordy feels insulted right now, just how I feel, just as equally as insulted. I think Jordy right now.
Right, yeah. Oh, man. Madness. 33 word. You're not going to believe this. And there's a comment from Paul Spencer. I'm going to read it as well. And well, it's not 33, he's 33, mate. Reports on Sky now the deal's close to 25 million quid. 25! 25 million for Wood. Wow. And they're talking about that, so I got 101 people watching as well when I mentioned that. 101 people watching, that's fantastic. Any three figures, that's amazing.
Brilliant.
Do hit
Absolutely
the like
brilliant.
button. Thank you so much. Do hit the like button. And do follow Devils United on Macy's channel, by the way. She is brilliant. 25 million quid. I tell you what, I mean, that is amazing. That's true. Doesn't sound right. We wouldn't pay that for a 33-year-old. And you got everyone's been saying he was 33 last few days, he's 33. 20 mil. Wow. Younger than Trippier as well. Playing with heart and the clinical, and we beat Watford no problem. That's very, very true. Oops, sorry, John. I thought this was a Newcastle United channel. Yes, it is the Newcastle channel. And hang on. Is he? I just got a message, right? Is he 33 or is he 30?
He's 30, I think.
He's 30.
Is correct?
I keep saying 33.
I'm gonna recheck it out, but I thought I wasn't too sure. I'm gonna check now his age.
Wow. You check now. I'll read the comments, by the way. But he's a Spain chicken. He's a Spain chicken Woody Aston Tony B. Why is Chris with nicknamed Chopper? Well, he's not exactly Chopper Harris, is he? Nick, absolutely fantastic, John. Thank you so much. It's me, Scotland.
He's 30. He was
30.
born in 90. He was born in 91.
Thank you very much indeed. So Chris Wood, breaking news, is 30. I thought he was 33, but my bad, he's 30. Well, if he's 30, that's even better, isn't it? Even Macy will be okay. That's from Geordie as well. So to you. Now, John, I would take Morales from Rangers. Out down to Solomon Morales, he needs to learn to control his temper. He's one of the players that's pantomime villain that you love to hit. He can score goals. Listen, I think he's grown up a bit now. I think he's curbed his temper sort of thing. But he does miss Gerrard. Wood available for Watford. And then I got a tweet from Paul. You owe me apologies, Sinclair. Paul, I'm sorry, mate, but I do love you. I mean, what it is, he does the four husband for the tune on a Monday night between 8 and 10 o'clock, and he's fantastic. And now I'm going to be in the dock on Monday, so I'm in trouble by him. And we call him Judge, the Judge. The Wood's developed for Watford. He's 30. Yeah, my bad. He's 30. So 5 minutes. What do you think of Chris Wood, John? Listen, it wouldn't be my first choice. I ain't gonna lie, but at the end of the day, he's got Premier League experience, and he does score a lot of goals. He scores about 10 goals a season, 10, 12 goals a season. But if it's him, then if he gets the service, I'd take him, and let's hope that he does the business first, sort of thing. But 30 years old, I thought it was. There you go. A good player for Newcastle, John. What about Kyogo Farashi from Celta, Japanese stature? You can do a Newcastle turn. I tell you, I'd love to have a Newcastle Celtics resetting team. This guy's doing bits up there. Let's be real. Injured in a minute, but I'd take him all day long. But Celtics will not sell him. They will want a hell of a lot of money for this guy. And I can't see him leaving Celtic anytime soon, by the way. No chance. Words has to Friday noon to sign. He'll be able to play Saturday. It's 8 o'clock now. Triple crosses the word goals and parallel opposite box. He's got a rough and up, by the way. Rough and up. Guys, need a sports psychologist at Newcastle to help with the players mentally. That's what we need. Maybe a football coach might help Rashford. Do you agree with that one?
We have got some new coaches at Manchester United, and they're more Rouse coaches now, because the only coach we really have who's different is who's the same. Is actually Mike Phelan, and the rest of them are completely different. McKenna's left, Michael Carrick's left. All of them have left apart from Mike Phelan. So I don't even think it is the coaches right now, because I used to believe it was the coaches under Ollie, but now when I look at it, I think it's the players, I think it's the board, I think it's the Glazers, why we're not even performing. Because I even said, even before Ollie got sacked, we're always going to remain in this situation if we have got an unambitious board, we've got an unambitious club owners. If they're not ambitious, the board or the owners, why would the players be ambitious? They're not going to be ambitious when you've got owners who are not ambitious of what they want to do. look at like the Glazers. They say, "Oh, top 4 is okay." Why is top 4 okay? But when we had Sir Alex Ferguson, we was winning we was winning the Premier League near enough every year. But then now, since we've not had Fergie, it's okay to be in the top 4 now because we still get our extra whatever amounts to be in the Champions League. That should be the case at all. With the club we are, the past we have, the squad we've got right now, we should be aiming for the Premier League, competing every single season. We should be there trying at least getting a trophy, if that's the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Carabao Cup. And at this point, knowing that the board, the owners, the players are not ambitious, we're not going to get European football. And I think the best way at this moment in time of getting European football is actually winning the FA Cup. And I can't even see that after watching yesterday's performance.
Yeah, touch on the FA Cup as well. I'd love to win the FA Cup. That's not going to happen anytime soon. These players on Saturday sort of thing didn't want to play in it. They did not want to play in the FA Cup for Newcastle, right? I want to win the FA Cup. We haven't won the FA Cup since 1955, right? And I'm 52. How much more longer do I have to wait to see us to lift the FA Cup? How much longer? Yeah? They disrespect the FA Cup. If there's one competition I want to win, it's the FA Cup, yeah? And I'll tell you what, I will make my year. But now, these players are letting Eddie Howe down. They didn't want to be there, yeah? And the way they walked off the pitch, when Kieran Trippier tried to get him aside, he said, "Yo, you're not going off. You're going to acknowledge the fans." Yeah, our players are so comfortable, uncoachable, right? And they just don't really care.
You know what? When I was looking at Newcastle, in a kind of way, you need to look at being out of the FA Cup as a positive and also a negative. Because look at, yes, you got out to Cambridge, which was a loss you should have really had. But look at it, if you came a bit later on, you could have got humiliated against a team like Manchester City or Chelsea or Liverpool, for instance. And not being in any competition whatsoever now actually allows Eddie Howe to actually concentrate on getting out of relegation, and you get that extra bit more training sessions to work with the team, say, right, this is how we're going to play against Watford, Burnley, whoever you've got in the next so many games, to say, right, this is how we're going to play going forward. This is how we're going to play against this team. We're different to this way because of this, and that helps then just to try and get as many points as you can to get out of relegation. So as a way, there's a positive and a negative towards that. And I think right now, the best thing is probably being out of the competition at the moment to concentrate on being out of relegation. Because if you've played a little bit too many extra games, you got a bit of injuries, who knows what could have happened to Newcastle then?
Yeah, that's very so. I understand what you mean, sort of thing. But yeah, we've got a concentrate on relegation now, and it's gone. Now the FA Cup is gone. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. But getting beat off Cambridge, it's just embarrassing for me, sort of thing. Absolutely embarrassing. But that's for another time. If I was up to me, John, start off signing a keeper, sign 1 or 2 defenders, maybe left back, some midfields, wingers, 2 strikers. I think you'll beat the job, in my opinion. Stephen Janwell or Wick. That's a lot. That's a lot of signings. I take it. She's going to find us very quickly. They should move for Bruno into the midfield 3 instead of the 10. We'll get overrun in midfield as much as 10s are pretty much dead nowadays. That's in 20B.
I agree. I think we should go with the 4-3-3 formation going forward. Even if we don't a 4-4-2, so we go play Ronaldo and Cavani up front. I do even one of them 2 formations, but the only reason why I mentioned the 10 is because the team is much more aware of the 4-2-3-1. And at this point, we're probably better off using that formation rather than this 4-2-2 because it's not working at all.
Not Leipzig. It's not Man Leipzig at all. It's not Leipzig at all. So, I think that's not good. And Woods on his way to Newcastle medical as a barber. Yeah, he is indeed. Why is it taking forever to get a forward in? John B. Chris Widders on his way, mate. He's having medical tonight. John the flirt. I definitely take McTominay. That's in 20B. If he wants to take him up as well. Nate, I'm happy to swap Jones from McTominay for Austin Clark.
It's a no deal there, Matthew. I'm very sorry, but it's a no deal. I think I'd rather carry on playing Mitfred.
Fair enough. John,
Mitfred done that, got a goal and assist yesterday, don't forget. They're a brilliant duo now. Who knows what can happen in this next game against Aston Villa? We might get another Mitfred partnership all over again.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. But listen, your team will be back. And we'll see. And our static here, John. Chris is a good striker. He might do very well for Newcastle, and he's available for a bargain price. That price is £20 million. According to some reports, it's 25 million quid as well. Do subscribe, my guy. And that's Paul again. Paul loves us. He loves us, doesn't he? Maybe you should get put a bit from Maxwell Cornet too. Sean Dice will love that. I doubt it very much. Excuse me. Just got to find us there. And for me, he has good games for Scotland where he's called upon, and he's not a first team starter for Scotland, but he does the job. Get Gilman McGinn in midfield three and Callum McGregor. I tell you what. For these lot, for your team, I thought that'd be amazing if you get them all. Newcastle activated release cost is 25 million. That's according to Barbara. Wow, 25 million. Let's buy all Watford players as well before we play them. Sort of us are. And F1's 5 for there. Hi to David, level 7 David. That's what I'll call him. Newcastle United are making offers as to other clubs dragging their feet. Can we read the South American market? I tell you what, Julian Alvarez from River Plate?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Alvarez is who we're linked to.
Yeah.
To be honest, that is the strongest link we've had because I've heard that we're in talks. But apart from that, I've heard nothing else. And I actually genuinely believe we're only going to sign one player. And if we're going to sign it, would be the last week of this transfer window. But apart from that, I don't even see us anything else. And he's a winger. We don't need a winger. We need a midfielder. We literally, when you watch that team every single week, you're crying out for a midfielder more and more.
Yeah, every single time. That needs fixing. You need an elite midfielder. Elite midfielder, you do. The orders has been very amateurish so far in this window. Wow. Don't let Paul hear you say that, man. They should have been organised in December to have multiple players in place for Watford game. Listen, you have to agree. You've got to be organised in transfer windows sort of thing. Organisation is the best way forward. And Mbappe front with us, no doubt. And Foxy instead of making low bids on unrealistic players. And I've got now again John Indies on Aaron Ramsey coming to Newcastle. No news yet, but he has got COVID, by the way. And we'll have to wait and see on that one sort of thing. But there's a good chance we could be getting him. And we have to wait and see. So Aaron Ramsey has COVID. Say that again, John. Nah. PSG haven't finished playing him yet. That is the thing. And then now, of course, not enough people can remember it's even cheaper than a Happy Meal and McFlurry from McDonald's, John, and burger and chips and Coke. Yay. I found this as well because you got to go on another show, 3:30 store time. It's incredibly smart business, stealing a relegation rival me and striker. Brian Costello, I got wood for wood. Joe Linton has come out and said he wants to go to United and link up with Fred in midfield. Amazing. Imagine is delighted with this news.
Oh, Foxer, you've read my mind so much. I literally think you're living in my body right now because you're literally reading my mind exactly. How did you know, Foxer?
Wow. That's a brilliant one. That's a good song. The wood's on fire. Like it. And got a good evening, John Mays. Hope you're on. Mike, hope you're fine, my guy. And hi to David again. So many comments, but 95 people watching this as well. Didn't Chris Wood play in goal for England against Rangers? I can't remember that. I really can't remember. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday.
He doesn't play for England, Chris Wood, if I recall. He's New Zealand international.
But did he play for England though as well? I don't think he did.
I can't remember, but I know that he's a New Zealand international. I know that for sure, but I'm gonna double check on this, but because I definitely know he's a New Zealand international. Because he's the vice captain of New Zealand.
Yeah,
so you know that he's even got like leadership quality, what you do need as well at Newcastle. He's a natural goal scorer. He's got the leadership. He's got international experience because not that many of the Newcastle players have got even international experience. So knowing that he's got experience quite a bit, it definitely does help. So from what I can see here, it doesn't ever show that he's been playing for England at any point. He's always been in the New Zealand ever since the under-17s.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a good scoring record anyway for New Zealand sort of thing. And I thought to play thing, but he's not. I'm wrong. But there you go. How long do you have to be as a fan thinking Chris Wood is a good player? Just back him. Was ideal player for now. Race the money could have signed Bergwijn from Tottenham. Or don't want him bargain.
Ajax.
Yeah,
Ajax is putting a deal in for Bergwijn.
Yeah, I believe he's going there as well. Welcome to the richest club in the world, Bargain Bucket FC. That's Joe Linton would score more goals than Martial. And 19th in the league,
Not
that's how
particularly
low.
hard.
Yeah, tough one, isn't it? Martial is a link-up play striker. And Adrian, indeed, I can look him and Roberto Carlos at the fullback. Oh, Roberto Carlos. Yay!
Roberto Carlos. Wow.
Yeah, he nearly joined Middlesbrough, didn't he, all those years ago from Madrid when he was 33. And, excuse me, can you imagine if he did went to Middlesbrough? Real Madrid to Borough. Wow. And
absolutely crazy.
Crazy, isn't it? And the first pundit has said, this by is disgrace, to quote a song. Here we go again. And I had absolutely no members tonight, like, and no donation, but more substance is important at this moment in time. Yeah, it's not how I'll be able to attract players. It's a fact. It's a big risk for players coming because we're 19th. That's Tony.
I agree.
I agree. Del Boy, me and Luca brought this up on the stream on Saturday about Eddie Howe isn't the man to take Newcastle forward. Can you see him as part of a 5-year plan? I'll ask you that question, Maisie.
To be honest, no, he won't be here for that 5 years, if you want me to be fairly honest. I actually think he is that kind of manager to build the team up to European football. Once you get to European football, I think you're going to look at the likes of Unai Emery, for instance, again. Look at him as a manager and let him help you into the Europa League, Champions League football. I think Eddie Howe will be there, though, to help you with the bottom half of the table and to build you up for the next 2-3 years. I can't see in 5 years' time Eddie Howe still being the manager.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And for me personally, someone I don't know if you watched on Saturday, that Derwin Gunner said that Diego Simeone we should have got. But he ain't going to leave Madrid anytime. Atletico Madrid come to us just yet. Nowhere. Not a chance. But I'm happy with Eddie as well. That's not me criticising Howell. I think he's a good manager with potential. But the fact with signings, if you had a Gerrard for manager, for example, he would attract better level players. I agree with that.
But the difference is between Gerrard and Howell, though. Gerrard isn't in relegation football. So he is going to attract a lot more players than Newcastle is, just knowing at the fact the league position what Aston Villa is right now. Because I actually genuinely believe Coutinho probably wouldn't have even gone to, as much as he wants to play with Steven Gerrard, I don't think he would have wanted to go if he was in 19th place. Aston Villa's in 19th place, just as Newcastle is. I think he knows that Aston Villa is going to be extremely safe in this league. So I think if, for example, it was the other way round, I don't think Steven Gerrard will be attracting these players what he's attracted so far.
Yeah, I totally agree. Steven Gerrard's won every trophy in the book, and he has some in the Premier League, but he's winning trophies. That's the thing. And he's a leader for men, and that's the thing. And he can attract players. Look at Coutinho, yeah? I mean, if Coutinho comes to the door, big names going to come to the door at Villa. That is the difference, yeah? And he wants to push them on to Europe. If you can get that sort of thing, they got some good players there. Chris Wood's better than what we've got. Attracting top players will come later. Survival's key. Top players won't come to team 19th in league except Trippier. Steve, that's a fair comment, mate. It's a fair comment. There's loads of answers, Matthew. I list them saying no. Hi to you, Stephen. Hope you're okay. Let's see if Gerrard is still at Villa in 3 years' time. Spot on, Joe. Lynn Eddie Howe's championship, Matten. Well, okay. Should have went for Gerrard then. That's the case. He didn't take a pay cut. Barca still pay more than Villa did. And just to fire this very quick, if I don't read the comments, I do apologise. If Joe was manager, Coutinho would be at Newcastle, no doubt. Now, I'm concerned the safety of the season. How's back in all the way? Same here. Go on and list and take the caps off while you're at it. I got Dave Elliott as well. Big up to you, Dave. Do subscribe to my channel, mate. 19 in the league, John. I don't see a problem. I think Leicester are bottom one season, Champions League and less. Rinse and repeat. Newcastle, how we are, lads. Thanks for the comment there, Dave. Do subscribe to my channel as well. And we need a striker you can definitely play on Saturday. No messing up with work permits, protracted negotiation, international clearance. Yeah, that's what we need. So, rumor about Albert Riznak to Newcastle. Any truth? I heard that name's been mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I don't know who else is after him as well, but I never heard of this. I heard of this guy, but I've never seen him play. But he has to play for the MLS, so I can't give you a definite what he's like. So Rafa and Everton going after Valentine. Castle ripping up all over there in the MLS. This son of a Geordie wishes NUSC went after him. He can score. That's from Brent. I don't know a lot about this guy at all. And even to Thomas, Origi, Orwell, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Diaz, there's 4. That's from Joe Linton. And Gerrard's first choice because he looks like Richard. Decent depth signing. Wrap this up quickly. And high drives out to you. And I'm going to say, at best, hope I'm proved wrong. Maybe that's the team. I can be hassled, keep them up. We have no can be hassled this time. Pity, because I would love to have Cam. If Cam Hassel's 30 and he's 30, I'd take him all day long. This guy's great. Technical ability is great as well. Martial, lone great player, Augie, great finisher. He's not 33 yet. He's 30. Paul said that as well. 25 mil for Wood. So for Sheik, it's worth 50 million quid. Have you heard of Patrick Sheik at all?
I have heard of him, but I've not seen too much of him, to be fairly honest. So I can't really judge too much on him right now.
Yeah, I like him. I do like him. I mean, he has got his career back on track when he left for Italian football to go to Bundesliga. And I think he was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I know he's 30. Put my hand up. Matthew, what about Blackman strike last time? Diaz. Thanks so much to Diaz. And I've done with the comments. I do apologise. We could have got to Aubameyang. That was years ago. It's 30. Sean, do subscribe to my channel, mate. I think Chris would be a fantastic sign for Newcastle. He knows where the net is. Absolutely. John, stop. Google it now. Chris Wood is 30. Thanks, Stephen. Do subscribe as well, mate. And I thought he's 33. That's what I was told. Maybe I got the wrong player. Chris Words is, he is 30. Just turned 30, by the way. And go over this quickly. Dave, Ricky said he's 30. Yeah. Yes, he's 30. Put my hand up. Nicer Flowers, do subscribe to my channel, mate. First time you come on. Word is slang for, I'm not going to read that, by the way. John, I will be honest, I always thought he was 33. That's from Thomas. See, look, I'm not on my own. So that's fair enough. Chris is at 33. Thanks a lot, guys. Fighters Lee. Yeah, you will do. Yeah, so you got Aston Villa. You got to play Villa again, ain't you, this weekend?
Yeah, we've got Villa at the weekend, and then we've got Brentford on Wednesday, which was the game which was postponed. So that's going to be interesting as well. So I even say Brentford's going to be a tough game just because of how well structured they are. They've caused a bit of upset in terms of Arsenal. So it is going to be interesting to see on how Brentford will play against us, so it is 2 tough games ahead. So we'll just have to see on how we play. But I do genuinely believe we do need to fix up. I think we need to change that formation going forward. This is not me obviously criticising the manager. It's just the fact we haven't got enough pressing players to continue with this formation, and we need to go with that 4-3-3. I'm not a fan of the 4-2-3-1, so I'd go with the 4-3-3 out of them all. But 4-2-3-1, if that's what the players are familiar with, go with that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, sort of thing. Like, but I still think you make Champions League if you start winning games and the players buy into it as well. It's not going to be easy. Oh, you're home or you're away? Is it away?
We are away against Aston Villa, and we are away for Brentford.
Baby, you go do the watch along for both games, are you?
It depends, to be honest, because our women's team are also playing on the same day. We're playing Arsenal, and Arsenal have this is a cup game for our ladies team. And it's one of the furthest. It's like a real good cup game called the Conti Cup. So if we play Arsenal away, we could get through them to the semi-finals. So if that's not on the TV, I'll probably do the watch along then. But if that is the case, I'll do the watch along for women's game, just because I do mostly the watch along for the women's games, and it hasn't really been. You don't really see watch alongs for the women's games, so I think it's good to get a watch along in there so people can go and check that out if they want to check it out.
Yeah, do check out our channel, Devils United, as well. If you love women's football, sort of for United fans, check out our channel. It's absolutely fantastic. Just to go wrap up very quickly, John, I'm pleased on stumble across your channel. You're great. Thanks so much indeed. And thanks for the comments this afternoon. And I had a word. Big up to Rabbi as well. Do subscribe, mate. Johnny, one come to Newcastle.
Positivity, John.
We're talking about elite strikers, by the way. I mean, some of Duvan Zapata. He's not coming to Newcastle, man. Atalanta will not sell. And then Paul said, money talks, yeah, but he ain't gonna leave. I mean, that's I'm not going to let him go until the end of the season. If anything, he's 31, come the summer sort of thing. Brilliant player, by the way. And too long now, people, and absolutely JK. Ralph's not the man for you. Is that the United had no real direction? Is that why a lot of players are performing badly? Everyone's saying 25 million, well over Assassin Spartan Wonder. Do subscribe to my channel, Spartan Mate. I'll do lots of channels live as well. I don't think United will get top 4 the way they're playing. John,
I agree.
Are you a Man United supporter? No, I'm not a United supporter. And don't listen to anyone as well. And if I do read the comments, people, I do apologise, but going to get this wrapped up. So good luck to Newcastle. As a Northerner, I think the Premier League's a better league with big Northern teams like Newcastle and Leeds. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. Thanks very much indeed. And,
as much as I hate Leeds, they're a rival team of ours. So as much as I hate Leeds, I love seeing more Northern teams in the league because you see too many Southern teams, don't you now? Even when they come up through from promotion, you don't really see that many Northern clubs. And that part of me thinks, it would be good maybe if like Blackburn got in, for instance, because they're more Northern compared to other teams. Blackpool is another one. Blackpool was in it so many years ago.
Yeah, there you go. And just another 2 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap up, sort of thing as well. And so what you got? So what you got coming up this evening?
I've actually got a quiz on my channel at 8:30. So I set up my own Premier League quiz, and Doug will be coming on. I did a quiz on Sunday. I had Luca on it. My questions were very, very hard. I'm a not very nice quiz master, let's just say. How it is, I've got like 5 topics. They only do 3 of the topics. Got 30 questions overall to have, so it's out of 30 points. And they have 30 seconds to answer the question.
Wow, I tell you what, I might even come on one day. You never know. So
if you want to come on for the quiz, you're more than happy to come on. We'll get something arranged. I'll put a couple of Newcastle questions in for you, not to worry.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Be me guest, man. I'll do that. Listen, I'll go get all weird 25 past 8 because I can do either an hour and a half sort of thing as well, but you got things to do. And I'm glad you came on. But before I let you go, I mean, what you got apart from the quiz, what else you got coming up?
As well, what I've got coming up, I've got a Man United mid-season review tomorrow, so that's not going to be good. It'll be an hour of me feeling angry about the club. On Thursday, I've got another quiz coming up. I have got Friday. I've got a preview for the Manchester United women against Birmingham as we're playing on Saturday against them, so that'll be interesting too. And Niall is coming on the quiz on Sunday, and I'll probably try and fix in my weekly transfer show on Sunday as well.
Magnificent stuff. Well, listen, good luck on the quiz. If I get a chance to come on a little bit, I will do. And I've got it's fans forum tomorrow, but I've got to figure a different name because I don't want to copy Paul, so I've got to figure a different name for tomorrow. Thursday, I quite believe I got a special guest on my channel to do the preview. Wow. I believe it's Holly Blades, so she'll be coming on Thursday. And then Friday, I'll go to the press conference reaction as well. And then on Saturday off for the match. And yeah, so it should be fantastic. So listen, and you definitely enjoyed my show, right?
Always enjoy coming on your show. We're such a good panelist together. We like the dream team.
Definitely. Am I on Friday? Am I on your show on Friday or?
Yes. I'll be probably looking at putting you on the channel on Sunday if you're free.
Sunday, right? I'll be coming back from Newcastle on Sunday, so I'll probably get home by about between 2 and 3 on Sunday afternoon. So
it'd be in the evening anyway, so that'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Sunday it is then, sort of thing. So I look forward to that, and should be doing. Then you can definitely come back on Tuesday as well. Do the same thing next Tuesday if you want to do that.
Sounds great with me.
Fantastic. Listen, thanks for coming on, and I'll let you get prepared for your quiz show because I don't want to hold you up. And guys, if you do like my video, please hit the like button, do subscribe, and I should probably go on basis for the quiz, and I've got to go on the fans forum with Paul as well. So I've got a busy evening as well. So listen, big up to you, and have a fantastic evening. And listen, thanks for coming on again, and I should see you on Sunday. Take care.